Hello, Honorable Reverend Jay Presto here, and wanted to share another story with you. Little incident, paranormal incident that happened to me back in 2007. I guess I'll start the story in a classic sort of way, but every word of it is true. I fell in love with this girl once, and I had planned to ask her to marry me. She had a lot of depression, though, and definitely had some mental problems, yet I loved her just the same. I was always a voice of reason, I think, and a constant in her life. I think I helped keep her grounded, actually. We were in a relationship for about 4 months when we had an argument, and I wanted to move forward in the relationship and take it up a few steps, and she was too caught up in the stress of her financial debt and other worries and depressions to want to move forward with me, to get more serious with me at the time. And so I was very upset about that, and we decided to take a break. I recall that I was very bitter about this, and I didn't want to talk to her for several weeks. I was just angry, and I was sad, so I was honestly just being spiteful. One night my cell phone starts ringing, and I look at it, and it's her. I just didn't answer the phone. I was still angry about the situation, and out of spite decided I would answer the phone or call her back on my own terms, that it would not be on her terms. Well, she wound up calling me 6 times in a row, and I did not answer one single call. She wound up committing suicide that evening. She shot herself in the head with a semi-automatic small caliber handgun. I carried guilt with me for several years. Went through different counseling and talked with a lot of different people because of the guilt that I felt. Wondering what if I had answered the phone, Could I have saved her life? I had a bit of a mental breakdown after this. I loved this woman, and now she's gone forever. Several days after finding out about her death, strange things began to happen to me and my family. I truly believe we were visited by her spirit. I noticed that right as I would start to fall asleep, just before hitting an REM sleep, I would feel someone sit down on the edge of the bed or crawl into bed with me from the side that she used to crawl and get in bed. It felt just like her coming to bed, and sometimes I could smell her perfume in the room. This would startle me, and I would wake to find myself alone in the room, but I could still smell her and feel her presence even though I couldn't see her. I was staying with my mother at the time, due to the fact that I was just so depressed and having her loss. My mother was in the shower one evening and washing her hair when she got the distinct feeling that someone was in the bathroom with her. She rinsed her hair as well as she could and began to open one eye, kind of blinded by the shampoo, and she saw a blonde woman walking out of the bathroom. My mother said it was my ex-girlfriend, my deceased ex-girlfriend, in the apartment, and there would have been no reason for anyone else to be inside the apartment at all. My sister had begun to see things too. We were all living together at the time, and my sister had several encounters where she thought that she saw my deceased ex, out of the peripheral vision, out of the corner of her eye. Strange things started happening, sounds in the apartment. Even my father had an encounter where he had seen someone walk by in the hallway, more of a shadow type figure. This went on for a couple of weeks, and my mother and I separately said prayers. My mother's very religious as well. That's a good portion of where my religious roots come from. And my mother was definitely a factor in my becoming an ordained minister, and had a lot to do with my study of the paranormal. My entire family has always just seemed very prone to be able to experience these types of things. But after we said our prayers and I asked her to go toward the light, to go with God, and it seemed like things stopped after that. But that's a true story, and that's 4 different people, 4 separate encounters with my deceased ex-girlfriend. Reverend Jay Presto. It's another blog, just a personal experience I wanted to share with you. Thank you.